Well, welcome back to Tie-Dye House. This is a new video on just a dye job. This is an Appalachian Trail symbol, which is essentially the sort of an A, and then the T extends down below it. This is a custom one, so this is why I wanted to do a video on it. Essentially, what we've got here is the symbol itself. The AT's right in here. This is the center part of the A, the cutout there. And then the rest of the shirt is in a crush pattern, and they want 3 different colors on this. So we've got our dyes out here. It's again a crush pattern. So they want yellow, orange, and red crush. So we'll do that on the body of the shirt. The Appalachian Trail symbol itself, they want in a turquoise blue. So I've got a bottle of turquoise blue here. So we'll dye in between these 2 string lines here, turquoise. Lightly sort of touching the tip of the bottle, I just kind of tap it out. You want to get all these intricate folds along this line here, but you don't want to over penetrate, so that's why I'm just tapping it. I put a little heavier in here through the center and these thicker folds. We'll flip it over, do the other side. Again, this is really tight fold right in here. That's one of the corners, probably on the bottom leg of the A. So we want to make sure we hit that. If we don't hit that, it generally will not migrate itself down in there, and it'll distort the overall. So I get on an inconspicuous place on the fabric before I get close to the edge, where I need a fine line just so I get control of the flow of the dye. Again, I'm just tapping the tip to the fabric, bouncing along that line. I got my little tip inside that little spot. Make sure I get that with some dye. Again, it doesn't have to be a lot, but you have to hit it. Okay, so put a little bit more right there. And I squeeze this a little bit. I don't want it to move too much up or down. If I have a lot of excess, I want that to come off. But another thing I'm doing here is just filling the space, making sure that that dye goes all the way through. There it is. That's the dyed symbol itself. And on the other side, looking good. They wanted this to mimic a Volkswagen symbol that I have, pretty much in the same color scheme, the same layout. And the Volkswagen symbol on that shirt is white, and then there's a turquoise fill. So I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this white. Hopefully that turquoise doesn't migrate out of there, because if so, it's going to fill that up and that hole's going to be too small. But I think I'm in pretty good shape here where it's not going to migrate a whole lot. If it looks like it's going to migrate after I get the rest of the shirt dyed, then I might go ahead and hit this with yellow or one of the other colors, just so that it backs that off and it gives it a more distinct shape right in there. Okay, we're going to put this in a bin and we'll dye the body. We've got it in a bin. I've got my dyes pre-mixed. Again, this is a crush pattern. Some people call it crinkle, crumple, whatever you want to call it. We've always called it crush. And essentially with the color scheme that they want, I'll start with one color and just kind of squeeze my bottle a little bit and start working some dye out. And I'll take my next color, try to hit some of the white spots, but a little bit of overlap on the red. Like that. This is a 2-sided pattern too, so this is all extra thick. You've got to keep that in mind when you're dyeing that, because it's going to take a little bit more dye to get through those layers. And then the yellow, and again I'm just essentially filling in the rest of the white areas, overlapping a little bit on these other two colors. there, we'll flip this over and essentially do the same thing on the other side with these colors. Again, let's start with the same color, which in my case was red. Kind of get some dye worked out. I went with the orange second. And the yellow. Filling in the gaps. This is a really cool pattern. There's so many different ways to apply the dye as well. On this one you could you know, put one color on this whole side and then one color or multiple colors on the other side. You could do different colors on each side. You can put it on in stripes any way you want, circles, however you want to do it, and it almost always creates a pretty cool effect. So looking back here at my AT symbol, I don't see any migration into the white area there. However, what I will do is put a lid under here so it kind of props it up. That way, you know, looking at it from a gravity standpoint, it'll gravitate back this way as opposed to into there. So that's the Appalachian Trail with a crushed body. We'll let this sit for 12 hours, wash it, dry it, and it'll be a done deal. Okay, here's the Appalachian Trail crushed shirt finished. I love the way it came out. The colors are nice and bright. The Appalachian Trail symbol is pretty clean. This is a front and back pattern in red, orange, yellow with a turquoise Appalachian Trail symbol. Pretty happy with it. The AT, I was worried in the little triangle to make sure that that didn't bleed in. It didn't bleed in at all. It looks very good, nice crisp line. And it is a front and back pattern, so here is the back of the shirt as well. Again, many ways that you can put the crush on, and they all turn out so nicely. Very beautiful. I love it.